out there, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5, home of the paint. Well, fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I play in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Junior kicks to Marjanovic. A pass to Junior. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Derek Favors.
And not backing down from the physical defense. Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
And the second free throw, good. And here are the Thunder now. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well. He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And there it is for him.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Here's Gibson following the basket by Giannis. Favors passes to Jerome. The rebound by Marjanovic.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Junior, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
On the offensive end, Junior willing to go down there and get dirty for an extra possession.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Gibson. Defense right on him. A fade away, and that one is off. Great D that time from LeBron.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Offensive rebound, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. D right on him. Los Angeles leading by 7. Junior kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Junior. Buries it down low. Junior's got 5 now.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Bost. He's covered by Ingram. To end the cold streak, Horton Tucker's shot is off. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Here's Bost. Hits it from three-point range.
Gilgeous Alexander just getting better and better at creating for his teammates.
Lakers leading by 8. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And the Thunder with the possession here. After the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Horton Tucker. a miss there on the triple. Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And that one's good, Caruso.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
36 seconds left in the first. Pass to Bost. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Baisley, guarded by Kuzma. Snatched up. Thompson, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
That's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Caruso, the pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Junior. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Junior staying all over the shooter right there. Not an easy shot.
Junior, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force, guys, for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the...
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Older.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Raptors, was phenomenal. He picked up 39 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And you'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And going up against a team that had no answer for him, we'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Junior, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Junior's got 4 points this quarter. Now here's Gibson. Defense is right there. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Jerome passes to Gibson. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 12. Here's Junior. What a kick!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a kick!
And you know that's a highlight because look at the people still buzzing after that play from Junior.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Junior with it, now guarded by Gibson, and Junior throws it down.
Well, Junior getting past the contact and just fighting for some space on the interior.
Under trailing by 14. Gibson passes to Jerome. Morris with the ball. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Horton Tucker's checked in. Bounce pass from Morris. Here's Horton Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's tipped.
I swear Junior got a text message that time. He knew it was coming.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The Lakers making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Nice hit again. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Under trailing by 16. Here's Horton Tucker. There's the pass to Jerome. Clock at 6. Here's Horton Tucker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
On to Tacumbo out there with LeBron James. Then it's Junior. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Down low. On to Tacumbo trying to free himself up. Lays it up off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jerome. Puts it up. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court and suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul, so that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
Under trailing by 8. Morris outside. Pass to Jerome. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And then they continue to control the glass.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Junior with it. Favors picks him up. And Junior throws it down hard.
Putting the ball down on the deck with purpose as Junior takes it strong to the hoop.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Gibson. Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Junior swiped it away. And they're on the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he makes good on the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Thompson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt. And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 7-point differential. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. And the rejection by Marjanovic. That's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block. Here's Gibson. Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Marcus Morris. He's out there with Favors. And it's Gibson in at the point.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Favors. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Passes it to Jerome. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from the wing.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute all.
The Lakers making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. The pass to Favors. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
Lakers leading by 7. And it's Junior missing.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Now, here's Junior. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Junior kicks to Ingram. Hangs on the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by 8.
And getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous, as Brandon Ingram knocks down 3.
Outside Gibson. Pass to Jerome. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jerome's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're ahead by 6. 1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Junior.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
To the middle, here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Passes to Jerome. A minute 42 left in the game. And the layup's good off the glass.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Morris with the rebound. Under trailing by 6. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on that one. Good D by LeBron. Lakers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Junior, it's good from inside. Junior's got 39.
And what muscle from Junior, welcoming the contact and just pushing his way through.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 8. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. The focus of the speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
With the second effort, count that bucket. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Lakers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Junior.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Good on the bucket.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Will it go? Kicks it out to Gibson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
And Junior throws it down.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control.